All right, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? It is your boy Jay. 3 times we are back at it with another video in the building. Today, guys, we're gonna talk about why everybody basically tries to avoid going to medical while in boot camp. Now, y'all, I'm gonna just flat out be real. The reason why everybody avoids that, or people try to avoid it much as possible, is because they just don't want to get dropped from training. Or they don't want to go home. They just don't want their training to be affected. They don't want their graduation date to be affected at all. Cause see, when you go to medical, y'all, ain't no telling what's gonna happen. You know, they could say something like, "Oh man, you can't resume training. You gotta wait till this heals up." Hey, out of nowhere, bam! You gotta wait on Paracetamol for like 6 months to heal up. Now you get dropped from a platoon. You get put in that, what do you call it? Some kind of platoon, medical platoon, whatever, where you're just waiting to resume training. And nobody wants to sit there and wait on Parris Island, man. Everybody's trying to get up out of there, you know? So, of course, you go to Parris Island, you got a graduation date. Everybody wants to meet that graduation date. Nobody wants to get held back from any training at all, whatsoever. Nobody wants to get dropped. People just trying to get through. So, you know, even when like people be the sickest, I ain't gonna lie to you, there was literally times like I literally was there in boot camp, and I remember, I think it was either the company commander or the series commander, and he had told the whole company like what happened with this one recruit that we knew who had died because he was just so sick and he didn't want to go to medical. And the reason for that, because he didn't want to get dropped. You feel me? So, like I said, y'all, like when you go to medical, to be honest with y'all, ain't no really telling of what could happen. Because the decision for you to get held back in training, or, you know, or to get dropped, or just, that's not up to you. Because when you go up there, they can say, there's like different types of duties. I forget. You'll either be put on full duty, depending on what happened with you, how your condition is, what's going on with you. Depending, you either get put on full duty, light duty, or I forget what you call it, no duty, something like that. I don't know. I think there's different levels though of what kind of, you know, training you can do, and to limits to what you can do. And if you're on full duty, you can do any of the training. You can resume training. You can continue. Now, if you get put on light duty, hey, that's not good, because you're slimming your chances down now. Now, there's a possibility you can get through training being on light duty, but if you like, they can put notes down on the medical worksheet. They can be like, "Oh, light duty, he can't run." That's a problem, bro. If they say light duty, you can't run because your ankle. I mean, if you got PT, you gotta do the PFT, you gotta do the CFT, and you can't do that stuff because you're on light duty. Big chance you just might get dropped simply because you were on light duty. And, you know, it's things like that because you went to medical, and you couldn't control that. You couldn't control the fact that you were on light duty, but what you could control was the fact that you went to medical. But here's the thing, though. If you don't go to medical, you end up breaking yourself off. Or, you know, something bad happened to you. Let's say the worst of the worst, God forbid, you die. Because you were so sick, you were so terrible, you didn't want to go to medical, you didn't want to get dropped. But yeah, you didn't want to go to medical because you were too sick, you died. Oh, yeah. See, that's kind of tricky, ain't it? So, that like I said, that's the reason why most people don't go to medical. They try not to. Like I say, it's kind of tricky, man. It's tricky. You know, you gotta take the chances, y'all, and you gotta make the best decisions that you feel that you need to make, and because it's like, you know, if you feel dire, you feel like, oh, I need to go to medical, but you don't go because you don't want to take the chance of getting dropped, you don't want to take the chance of getting held back or anything. Okay, you're risking yourself to be in a worse situation, because you might risk yourself at being even more injured or even more sick, and possibly losing your life, you know. But at the same time, if you do go to medical, you're kind of risking yourself at, you know, possibly getting dropped or getting held back from training. So like, it's crazy, y'all. You know, you really are taking a chance on either side. So if you get sick or you get injured, oh boy, I feel for you. If you get really sick, if you get injured, I feel for you, because like, that's two roads. Hey, you're taking a chance regardless. Don't go to medical. You possibly get more sick. You possibly get more injured. You possibly might lose your life. If you do go to medical, you possibly might get dropped. You possibly might get held back. You possibly might have to go home. Possibly, you know. So it's like, it's crazy. You get sick or you get injured. You know, you got two options here. You gotta take your chances regardless. You know. So, but my best advice to y'all, to be honest with you, go to medical, man. It's not worth it. You know, at the end of the day, you can still graduate, but you know, might not meet your time limit of graduating, but at least you can still become a Marine. You still have the chance. On the other hand, if you really just don't go to medical and you're feeling at your absolute worst, you're taking a chance of losing your life. Is that really worth it? Losing your entire life because you just didn't want to go to medical? And people try, you know, call you out too for being, oh, he's a pussy. You know, he's weak. You know, because you're going to medical. You know, don't listen to that garbage, bro. Don't listen to none of that garbage. He try to tell you you're weak, whatever, bro. Go to medical, man. If you're feeling at your absolute worst, go to medical. You feel me? You know. Anyways, y'all, that's it for this video. That's all I got for y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. Stay humble, stay motivated, stay positive, stay inspired, stay healthy. It is your boy Jay 3 Times. I'm checking out. Peace.